There's three main actions in Hajj. Tawaf, going around the Kaaba. Sa'i, running between Safa and Marwa. And then the Yawm Arafah. And the Qurbani. These three stages, these three actions represents the stages of coming close to Allah. Somebody decides, I want to come close to Allah, what do? This is the stage of Tawaf. Tawaf, you're going around in a circle. This life, that's how it is. We are going round and round. Our life revolves around Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. From the moment we wake up till the moment we sleep, our life revolves around Allah. He provides, He looks after us, we worship Him, we ask Him. This is Tawaf, this is the start of the journey. Then you have Sa'i, running between the mountains of Safa and Marwa. Who did this action, running between the two mountains? Hajar. Running between Safa and Marwa was done by a lady who had no food, no drink and nobody, but she put her full effort to search for something and rely upon Allah. This is the second step. The second step, after the initial tawaf, you're going around, how can I come close to Allah? The second step is sa'i. You have to put in the effort. You have to run, you have to sweat for the sake of Allah. But you know what is the greatest step to prove your closeness to Allah? It is the qurbani, to sacrifice for the sake of Allah. The sign of somebody who is close to Allah and somebody who is not close to Allah is, if you are close to Allah, you are willing to sacrifice for His sake. And that is why Ibrahim alayhi salam, what is his nickname? Who can tell me what is the nickname of Ibrahim? Khalilullah, Khalilur Rahman, the close friend of Allah. What made him close to Allah is he was willing to sacrifice the most beloved thing to him for the sake of Allah. This is the sign. Are you willing to sacrifice for the sake of Allah? You know, for a parent is willing to give themselves maybe for Allah, but they're not willing to give their child up. Child is more beloved to me than myself. How many parents, they would give their kidney, transplant their kidney for their child to live. They don't mind if they die. And so Ibrahim alayhi salam, this is what he teaches us, is the greatest closeness to Allah is the closeness to Allah through qurbani, through sacrifice. And this is the question of Hajj and the question of Eid al-Adha. You have to ask yourself the question, what did I sacrifice for the sake of Allah? Did I sacrifice my time? Did I sacrifice my blood? Did I sacrifice my children, my efforts? How often we get, a business opportunity or a friend at school. They want us to do something. They're encouraging us. Why don't you jump here? But we know it goes against what Allah wants from us. But we jump in. We're willing to sacrifice Allah. We're not willing to sacrifice money or friends or opportunities, etc. This is what Hajj is about. Now I come to the last part. What should we do in these 10 days of Dhul Hijjah? Allah says, these days of Hajj, the whole point of these 10 days, you have to keep remembering Allah. فَإِذَا قَضَيْتُم مَنَاسِكَكُمْ, when you're done with all the Hajj things you need to do, then what does He ask you to do? فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ. Again remember Allah. كَذِكْرِكُمْ أَبَائِكُمْ. Remember Allah like you remember your fathers. أَوْ أَشَدَّ ذِكْرًا. Actually no, more than that. فَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ رَبَّنَا. The whole idea of these 10 days of Hajj, the whole purpose of them is for you to remember Allah frequently. So if you're not going to Hajj, what should you do sitting here? You should remember Allah. And what is the most important words to say to remember Allah in these 10 days that the Prophet ﷺ encouraged us to do and his Sahaba? One specific one, Uncle said it. At-takbir. Takbir. What is this takbir? You're all sleeping. Takbir. Allah. This is takbir. Takbir. Allah. Now that's what I'm talking about. What is this? Allahu Akbar. What is this? This is how you're going to do in the next 10 days? No, this is the takbir we need to hear. Abu Hurairah and Umar ibn Khattab, in the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, they would go to the market. So you go to Stockport Road as a group and you do takbir like this. Then you'll get arrested. Don't get arrested, inshallah. This is what they would do. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. When you're driving to work, you're driving a taxi, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. On the next turn, take a left at the roundabout. You are saying Allahu Akbar, La. You're in school, you're in college, your teacher's teaching you something, you say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, alhamd. You go to cricket practice, every time you flick your ball in the air, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. You're at the optometrist, you're looking after your patients, you're saying, look at this letter. What does that say? While he's looking at the letter A, you're saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha. Woman, auntie is in the kitchen, she's making the roti, she's cooking for the children, and every time she chops an onion, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Onion is done. Next one, Allahu Akbar, Allah. And of course, Uncle G is also going to help in the kitchen, right? He's also going to do his Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar in the kitchen. Everybody can remember Allah. You're dispensing the pharmacy. Yeah, they came to ask you, yes, paracetamol please. You go looking for the paracetamol, Allahu Akbar, Allah. Don't give them a pregnancy test by mistake. You give them the paracetamol, please. Don't get confused. Everybody can remember Allah. Why didn't Allah tell us in these days to say Subhanallah? Why does He focus on Allahu Akbar more than any other word of remembrance?
It's a time of sacrifice, so you're disconnecting from everything else, and you're realigning your focus on Allah.
Beautiful. This Hajj is the time of sacrifice. When you say Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, what does that mean about everything else? They become small. So all the stress you have in your mind, all your bills, energy bills, cost of living, it becomes something small. All your problems with your spouse become small. All your stresses for your pharmacy pre-reg exam become small. Yes, all the kids annoying you in the madrasa become small. All the pressures from school become small. Why? Allah is greater. Allah is greater. Allah is greater. That means this is smaller. It's smaller. It's smaller. Oh, it's nothing. There's nothing in my mind except Allah. This is the purpose of Allahu Akbar. Is to remind ourselves everything in this world is minimized in the sight of Allah when we think about Allah. The first rule I'm going to advise all of you, make dua in your own language. What language did Ibrahim a.s. use to make dua to Allah? He spoke Aramaic. Did Musa a.s. speak Arabic? He didn't speak Arabic. He spoke Aramaic. Did Isa a.s. speak Arabic? He spoke Akkadian. And they were still making dua to Allah, right? And their dua was still accepted, right? We don't need to make dua in Arabic. Allah understands every language. When you ask Allah in your language, what's the difference going to be? If you ask Allah in a language that's foreign to you versus asking Allah in your native language, what's the difference going to be? Dua is going to come from the bottom of your heart. That's the difference. When you're speaking to Allah in a foreign language, this is why people don't marry outside of their language. Imagine you struggle to communicate with your wife on a daily basis. How will you communicate? How will you express your love to her? Sign language. It's not going to work. Yes? Why do 99.9% of people marry someone they can communicate with? Because when you communicate in your language, it comes from here. How you want to express, it comes. Just as you feel it to be. So when we speak to Allah, speak to Him in your language. This is the sunnah of all the prophets. Speak to Allah in your language. In Urdu, in Bangla, in Sylheti, in Tamil, in English, in Cockney, Scottish, Liverpool accent, doesn't matter. Allah understands it all. Speak to Allah from your heart. This is the most important thing, is the dua. For it to be accepted, it has to come from the bottom of your heart.